Tunisia has its third prime minister in just 5 months. The interior minister, Hichem Mechichi, was appointed by the president on the weekend.
We are working to ensure that we form a government that meets the expectations of Tunisians and that will respond to the legitimate demands they have been waiting for all these years.
He takes over from the former premier, Elias Fakhfakh, who only took office in February after months of protracted negotiations to form government. Fakhfakh left the role after allegations of a conflict of interest, an accusation he denies. The 2019 elections delivered a parliament divided along ideological lines. The party with the largest number of seats, Ennahda, the self-styled Muslim Democrats, didn't secure enough spots to rule on its own. Mechichi is now on deadline. He has 1 month to form a government. If he fails, fresh elections will be held later this year. Strikes and protests are an established part of life in this young democracy. The calls for jobs and better wages for those who do have work ring loudly. Many Tunisians feel that successive governments in the post-Arab Spring era have failed to deliver on promises of a better economic future. The unemployment rate is hovering around 15%, but a joint UN and Tunisian government study predicts that figure could rise to 21.6% once the effect of the coronavirus pandemic is factored in. The unemployment crisis is particularly felt in regional areas like Tunisia's south. 32-year-old Khaled Jadi says it's left people with few options.
All those between the ages of 12 and 30 only dream of leaving the country illegally. Even if they have a wife and children, that's all they think about. What do you want them to do? Some 30-year-olds don't even have enough money for a coffee. They still ask their mothers for pocket money.
That sense of despair is also directed towards politicians and government institutions. Even before the pandemic, the country was grappling with deep social and economic inequality. The situation has only become more acute. It means the Prime Minister will be tasked with not only handling a political crisis in Parliament, but also addressing a crisis of faith in politics itself. Natalie Pohanen, The Newsmakers.